Today we're going to be looking at some of the most rare and valuable Indian head cents, Indian head pennies that have sold at auction, and why these coins are worth thousands and thousands of dollars. So welcome back to Couch Collectibles. Hope you guys are having an awesome day as always. If you guys are new, feel free to check out all the other coin videos here on the channel, and as always, let's just hop into this one. Alright, starting off first here with an 1864 Indian head cent. Now this coin here does have the L on the ribbon, so as we zoom in here on this 1864 penny here, you can see that L there. Now this is also the proof coin, so it's not the regular business strike Indian head cent, it is the proof coin, which will be much more shinier, much more detailed, have that shiny mirror-like finish. And this coin is graded at a proof 65 red-brown by PCGS. Now that is a very, very nice grade for this coin. This coin ended up selling for $161,000 at auction. $161,000. You could buy a house with that. Now here is an 1868 Indian head cent. So the value in this really is the high grade itself. It's graded by PCGS at a mint state 66 plus red. It is out of the Walsh collection, so this coin ended up selling for $72,000 at auction. So if there's not many of these coins at this condition, at this grade, that's what's going to make it valuable, you know, supply and demand. If there's not many that exist and there's a demand, well, then it's going to sell for some good money because top collectors are going to be bidding on it. Now here is an 1869 that is in very good condition as well. Same grade, mint state 66 plus red, out of the same collection. This coin sold for $84,000 at auction. Now keep in mind, for the 1864 we just looked at, there are two different coins. There's a bronze and a copper. They made tens of millions of each, you know, 13 million of the copper, 39 million of the bronze. Now for the 1868 that sold for $72,000, they made over 10.2 million of those. And then this 1869, they made 6.4 million of those. Alright, so we move on here to the 1872 Indian head cent. Now again, this is a very high graded version of the coin, mint state 66 red. That's where all of the value was at. They did produce just 4 million of these coins, so a little lower here as we go. But this coin ended up selling for $126,000 at auction, all because of its grade, that condition. Now here is actually a mint error taking place on the 1873 Indian head cent. In 1873, they made about 11.6 million of these coins, a little over 11.6 million. And this coin does have that doubling. So here's an example of what you want to look for on your Indian head cents with your coin microscopes or your coin loops, which I have coin loops available right now on couchcollectibles.com. So you'll see that doubling very, very visible there. There are different examples of that. So always be on the lookout for that. Now this coin is graded by PCGS, and the coin ended up selling for $66,000 at auction. Can't beat that. 66 grand. Actually, you can beat it. You can beat it with this next coin here. This is a key date coin. So 1877, one of the most desirable Indian head pennies to find, even in rough condition. They only produced 852,000 of these coins in comparison to, you know, tens of millions for some of the other dates. But this is graded at a mint state 66 red. So one, just to have this coin, the 1877, is rare. And to have it in this condition is super rare. That's why the coin sold for $149,000. Just unbelievable. Almost 150 grand for that coin. All because of its condition and the fact that it is a very low mintage coin, key date coin. So always be on the lookout for key dates as well. Now here's an 1888. So 1888, they made over 37 million of these coins, but this coin actually has a mint error. So we have an 8 over the 7 there on the last digit of the date. So here's an example of what you want to look for on that. You can actually see the 7 there coming through the top and the bottom of the 8. Pretty easy to pass something like this up, you know, if you're not really, you know, people are not really knowledgeable, if they're just you know, inheriting coin collections and selling them. They're not really looking for this type of stuff, so this can give your coin some value. And of course the condition matters as well. This coin sold for over $74,000. Here's an 1899 Indian head cent at an extremely high grade, graded by PCGS at a mint state 68 red. Again, the coin grading scale goes up to 70. 70 is the best grade you can get. This is at a 68. Now, that is where all the value is at for this coin. They did produce over 53 million of these coins, so they're very common to have in, you know, circulated condition. But to have it in this condition is super rare. That's why the coin sold for $108,000. Now here's a 1902. Again, these ones are very common coins. You know, they're not rare it's not rare to have a 1902 Indian head cent. They produced over 87 million of these coins. However, it's rare to have it at a mint state 67 red grade. So that's where the value is at, and that's why the coin sold for $66,000 at auction. Now here is a super, super rare coin that sold for over $250,000. $253,000 for this coin. It is graded and authenticated by PCGS. And what we have here is an Indian head cent design. Just like all the other designs we've been looking at, same design, Indian head cent, that was actually struck onto a gold planchet. And the gold planchet here was supposed to be used for the $2.50 coin gold Indians. So this is actually a 1 cent design on a $2.50 gold planchet. And that's why the coin sold for $253,000 because of that mint error. Super, super rare mint error there. Now here is another key date coin. So a couple more key dates that you want to look for. You got the 1877, where they made 852,000 of those. That's a very low mintage coin. The 1908 S mint mark. So we'll see an S mint mark on the bottom, on the reverse of the coin here. Now, only 1908 and 1909 will have an S mint mark or no mint mark at all. So those are the only two dates that they actually did have mint marks. All the other coins will not have a mint mark. You will also have a 1909 and a 1908 no mint mark as well. So for this coin, they only produced 1.1 million of these coins. For the 1909S, they only produced 309,000, and we'll get to that in just a second. So this 1908S, again, 1.1 million. It is a key date. It's in very, very good condition. Mint state 67 red, and the coin sold for over $21,000. Now here is the famous 1909S out of the Walsh collection as well. Now this is at an extremely high grade, also at a mint state 67 red. And again, we will see that S mint mark on the reverse at the bottom of the coin. In 1909, for the no mint mark, they produced over 14 million of those coins. Pretty common coins, right? But for the 1909S Indian head cent, this is the last year of the Indian head cent as well. For the S mint mark 1909, they only produced 309,000 of these coins. It is the most rare Indian head cent that you can look for, of course, by mintages. Not by errors or anything, but this coin did sell for $69,000 at auction. So even in bad condition, these coins are selling for good money because they did not produce a lot of them, and who knows how many actually are still out there in existence, you know? I'm sure there's quite a few that ended up in the ground that hasn't been metal detected up or things like that, or destroyed. So it's kind of, you kind of wonder how many is left. Is there only 250,000 left? Is there only 200,000 left? It's interesting to think about. But this coin, like I say, $69,000. Always look for the 1909S Indian head cent, especially if you guys are purchasing coin collections. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Feel free to check out those videos to the left of me. And until tomorrow, I'll see you guys in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.